What would you do if you couldn't fail? What would you do if you had 100 million in the bank, liquid, right now? What would what do you want people to remember you for? If you're at your funeral and you're looking at it, what do you want the people to come up and say about your life? Um, what's what's a time from your childhood when you felt really alive? What's the time in your life you felt the most alive? What's the one thing you're avoiding more than anything? What's the complete, like, wrong thing? What would be the worst thing that could happen? What's the anti vision? What would be the literal worst case scenario? Like, worse than you've ever, like, thought was even possible. What would that look like? Describe it in vivid detail. List out everything to do with that. Um, List out all of it and invert that. Um, think about the times when you felt pulled to something. Think about the times you felt really just immersed. The times you've done something and it didn't feel like work, and maybe from an outsider perspective, it might have looked like work, but it wasn't. And from this, you're not doing that to try and discern, like, oh, okay, so here's how I'm going to logically, like find a cool paragraph that describes my purpose. It's like you develop a clearer understanding, and you actually get more in touch with that feeling. You get more in touch with your inner, that voice that doesn't use words.